Welcome back. In the last video, we talked about the basics of thrust and control surfaces like the rudder, elevator, and ailerons, which are responsible to control the movement of an RC plane. In this video, we will talk more about the electronics involved inside and an overview of their functionalities. To start off, you need a radio or a remote to control the aircraft. Of course, you knew that. This is known as a transmitter, a radio transmitter. You will use this machine to control your plane. The transmitter sends signals over to something known as the receiver. This receiver is located inside the aircraft, and it receives the demands from the transmitter that you control. Through this system, that's how you are able to fly your plane. Now, the RC plane moves forward by the help of a brushless motor with a propeller mounted on it. This is a very powerful engine that will provide all the necessary power. But how do you know which ones to use? Details about the specifications coming up later in the course. Continuing on, to control the speed of your motor, you need an electronic speed controller, denoted as an ESC. This ESC analyzes how much throttle you put on the radio transmitter, and that is how it's able to control how fast the motor will spin. So, the role of the ESC is to control how fast your brushless motor will spin. Time to talk about the control surfaces, the rudder, the elevator, and the ailerons. Who controls them? All you need is a servo. This mini motor moves its arm left and right. It pushes and pulls a steel rod that controls the rudder, the elevator, and the ailerons. You are beginning to see how servos work, right? The transmitter first sends signals to the receiver receives those signals, and then knows who to control. That is essentially how the RC system works. How do you power up the electronics? You need a LiPo battery, or more correctly, a lithium-ion polymer battery. LiPo batteries are generally safer and more environmentally friendly when it comes to RC systems. They are pretty light-weighted, has good performance, and also rechargeable. In general, we should try to make our model airplanes as light as possible to increase the efficiency in the air and also to reduce the load on the motor. So you have a basic idea about how electronics communicate with one another to fly an RC plane. Good job! In the next video, we will talk about channels, making wired connections, and you will get to know the model of each of the component that I will work with in this course. We'll see you later.